Hello, this is Vikya Krishna, rule number 20951A2130, branch Aeronautical Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Dundigal. So today my topic is steel resolve. Currently, the second largest steel manufacturer in the world, India's steel sector has come a long way. Of late, however, there has been much about its efficacy, some deeming it as being pampered. With the availability of large reserves of iron ore and other minerals and competitive labor, India has a comparative advantage in steel production over its global peers. But certain constraints ranging from access to mines, delays in land acquisition, and environmental clearances have impacted the sector significantly. These have led to many projects facing viability issues in a dynamic environment. Access to proper infrastructure, unless planned appropriately, could be another debilitating factor in the future. For the handling of about 100 million tons of steel, the inbound and outbound movement of raw material and finished products currently requires freight movement of about 4,000 million tons. So, to be able to cater to a projected production capacity of 300 million tons of steel by 2030 to 2031, the total transportation need of the steel sector is expected to be around 1000 million tons. If one takes about 80% capacity utilization as a reference point along with technological differences of units. So, as most new steel plants are likely to be situated in resource rich states such as Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and Karnataka, these zones will need access to infrastructure of high standards. Rake, take availability, introduction of specialized wagons for certain input material and new products, faster development of dedicated freight corridors, and increase in average payloads are the need of the hour. Stakeholders need to plan source to destination points for integrated networks around those regions to ensure material movement in a cost effective manner. With regard to ports, delays in overcoming physical barriers to enhance port capacities to handle larger vessels, space to manage increasing cargo volumes, and mechanization for improved turnaround times are issues that need immediate attention to improve competitiveness. Appropriate steps need to be taken towards the seamless connectivity of rails and roads to ports and in building deep draft ports to handle larger vessels. Multimodal transportation also needs to be strengthened by promoting pipelines, inland waterways, and coastal shipping so we can enhance the transportation also to improve steels and production. The Bharatmala and Sagarmala projects are initiatives in this direction and will benefit all sectors. Currently, Indian power tariffs are among the highest in the world due to high cost of generation and transmission arising primarily from power theft, technical losses, cross subsidies, and high coal procurement costs. Power costs need to be rationalized in a studied manner in line with the global practices. So these are the two projects which was held that initiatives to be in steel resolve. Those are Bharatmala and Sagarmala, and these are the highest in the world due to high cost of generation and transmission arising primarily from power theft and technical losses, cross subsidies, and high coal procurement costs. This is all about this slide. To address these issues, Gold has come up with several schemes targeting the problem areas and to strengthen existing schemes like Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana UDAY to improve the financial health of the state-owned distribution companies, thus improving efficiency. The results of these initiatives will show in due course. So these are the initiatives taken by the GOI, which has come with the initiative and to strengthen existing schemes like UDAY, that is called as Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana, that improve financial health of the state-owned distribution companies and that they improve efficiency. Despite being low on labor costs and other inherent advantages such as raw materials, Indian steel producers are disadvantaged through high interest costs when compared to notable other steel producing nations. Added to this, the confidential confidence of the banking system of the steel sector has recently been shaken by the spate of non-performing assets that are NPAs and the resultant insolvency proceedings. Of late, the squeeze on working capital funding by banks, driven by poor interest coverage ratios, has further worsened the financial position of steel players. Deviated by the lack of working capital, a number of smaller steel manufacturing units face the prospect of imminent lockout. Further, several large capital projects are also stuck due to debt repayments issues, resulting in inevitable high employment potential losses. Despite such shortcomings, the Indian steel sector today is still in a position where positive actions can strengthen its strategic capabilities to meet the needs of the future. Reviving the industry with the interventions across the value chain and restoring its inherent competitiveness could yield rich dividends in terms of accelerated GDP and industrialization, as well as employment creation and wealth generation, particularly in the resource rich states of India. Steel and mining company ArcelorMittal recently signed a 5-year contract to supply highly resistant steel to be used in the manufacturing of flexible sheet for Technip. This is Arcelor, ArcelorMittal's most significant European contract for its wire activities to date with a value over 200 million. ODE spoke with Patrick Laudami, managing director of ArcelorMittal's site in Bourg-en-Bresse, about the deal. The range of uses for wire products in offshore applicants and the company's products, processes and R&D activities in this all important technology space. Thank you.